Today I have a message that absolutely no one wants to hear, because whether you're Republican or Democrat, left or right, chances are you're not going to like what I have to say. But I'm going to say it anyway, because it's really important, and it's the truth. And my message is this: we are not doing enough. We are not doing nearly enough to fight back against the fascist takeover of America. I need people to understand that at this point, voting alone is not going to be enough to save us. Right now, Trump and the Republicans are working on a plan to either rig the midterms or cancel them entirely. He already tried to steal an election and storm the Capitol after he lost to Biden in 2020, and most people don't know just how close he was to being successful at that. And at this point, it's not even about Trump anymore. We've been heading in this direction for decades. Trump could be gone tomorrow, and I think we'd actually be worse off with J.D. Vance. Whoever it is, this far-right Republican government has made it clear that they have absolutely no intentions of giving up their power willingly. What people need to understand is that the fascist takeover of this country already happened. They're in power now, and they're not going to give it up. The only question now is, what are we going to do to force them out? It seems like a lot of people are celebrating very prematurely right now after the No Kings protest and the recent elections. People seem to think that we're just going to go out there and stand on the sidewalk for a few hours on a Saturday and vote in the midterms, and that everything is going to be okay. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's exactly what I am today, because that is just not going to be nearly good enough. I'm sorry, I'm not coming on here to just be negative, but I'm very concerned as to whether or not people in this country are really going to be willing to do what it takes to save us. Look, the Democratic Party is not coming to save us. The midterms are not coming to save us. Gavin Newsom is definitely not coming to save us. We, the people, are the only ones who can save us now. So far, all we've accomplished with these protests, where we just go out and stand on the sidewalk, is letting the powers that be know that we're not happy. But so what? They already know that we're not happy. Trump knows we hate him. They don't care. I mean, think about it. How do these protests that we've done so far actually affect change? How do they force the people in power to change? Well, the answer is they don't. All right, so what do we actually need to do to seriously make an impact and force change to happen? Well, voting is an important part of this. Don't get it twisted. It is very important that we elect candidates who aren't corrupt. But in addition to not voting for any candidates who take corporate or super PAC money, I'm going to give you 3 methods. Each one of them on its own could work to save this country. Right. Number 1 is protesting. Now, making your voice heard is a part of protesting, but that is never the main point of what it was supposed to be about. The main point of protesting is to drive a wrench into the gears of a machine that exploits us and grind it to a halt until our demands are met. That means being out in the street, blocking traffic, making the normal daily flow of business either difficult or impossible for long periods of time, weeks and months on end. All right, number 2 is a mass nationwide strike. Now, this is probably the most effective method, because if everybody in this country agreed to not show up for work for even just a couple of days, things would change super quick. But unfortunately, I don't think the people in this country are really going to be willing to do that. So my favorite method is number 3, which is black out the system. Exactly what we're doing. Starting this Tuesday, November 25th, we are boycotting all large corporations. Billionaires have corrupted our government. Now the only way to fight back is to hit them at the only thing they care about: money. Buying from small and local businesses is great, but we need to show these large corporations that they need us more than we need them. We have gone the entirety of human history without Amazon and DoorDash. The convenience that they have brought to our lives is no longer worth the cost. And I just hope that people realize that. But so far, I don't see nearly enough people talking about this. And I don't believe that enough people are going to participate in order to make it truly impactful. In order for any of this to work, we need mass participation. Not just 7 million people. We need 50 million, 100 million. And I'm just afraid that it seems like people in this country have forgotten that the phrase, "freedom isn't free," was never just supposed to be about the military.
We can do this. Don't let yourself get pulled in the fire. We can do this. We can do this. Don't wanna watch everyone suffer. I can do this. I can do this. Won't let myself get pulled in the fire. I can do this. I can do this. Don't wanna watch the world get turned under.